Hello, amazing educators, parents, and anyone passionate about teaching. Welcome back to our channel, Grammar Treehouse. Today, we're diving into one of the most fundamental, yet sometimes tricky, parts of English grammar for young learners. The mighty verb be. You know them. Am, is, are, was, were. They're everywhere, but teaching them doesn't have to be a chore. Forget boring drills. We're about to unlock the power of be with some incredibly fun, dynamic, and engaging activities that your kids will absolutely love. So, grab a notepad, because you're going to want to try these in your next lesson. Let's get started and make grammar an adventure. First up, let's talk about why the verb be can be so tricky. Unlike most verbs, it doesn't describe an action. You can't see someone ising or amming. Be verbs are all about states of being, descriptions, and identity. They tell us what something is, where it is, or how it is. For a young mind that's used to action words like run, jump, and eat, this abstract concept can be a hurdle. Plus, it changes form depending on the subject. I am, you are, she is, they were. That's a lot to remember. Our goal is to make these connections intuitive and automatic through play, not just rote memorization. So let's move away from the worksheets for a bit and bring these verbs to life. Our first activity is called the Be Verb Chant and Dance. Movement is a fantastic tool for memory. Let's create a simple chant. It goes like this. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are. Now, let's add some actions. For I am, point to yourself with both thumbs. For you are, point out to a friend. For he is, she is, and it is, point to a boy, a girl, and an object. And for we are, and they are, make a big circle motion with your arms to include everyone. You can put a catchy beat behind it and do it every day. Start slow, then speed it up. Then, do the same for the past tense. I was, you were, he was, she was. It's simple, physical, and a super effective way to drill the conjugations without it feeling like a drill at all. It builds that muscle memory right from the start. Next, let's play a game I call Who Am I? What Am I? This is a classic guessing game with a grammar twist. Perfect for practicing question forms. Write down various people, places, animals, or objects on small cards. For example, you could write a doctor, a lion, the school, or a banana. A child picks a card without showing anyone and has to give clues using be verbs. For instance, if they picked a lion, they might say, I am yellow. I am a big cat. I am the king of the jungle. The other children then have to guess by asking questions like, are you a tiger? Or, is it an animal? This game is brilliant because it forces them to use I am, you are, and it is in both statement and question forms. It's interactive, gets the whole class involved, and encourages creative thinking. Now for an activity that gets kids moving and describing the world around them. Be verb scavenger hunt. This one's a hit both in the classroom and at home. Give each child or team a simple checklist. For example, find something that is blue. Find two things that are round. Find someone who is wearing glasses. Find something that was on the table but isn't now. They have to run around, find the items, and report back using a full sentence. This marker is blue, or these balls are round. For the past tense, you can set it up beforehand. Place a book on a desk. Have them note the book was on the desk. Then move it and ask them where it was. This activity connects grammar directly to their immediate environment, making it relevant and tangible. It's active, hands-on, and helps solidify their understanding of how is and are work for singular and plural objects. Let's get creative with our next one. Sentence building blocks. For this, you'll need some colored blocks, or even just colored pieces of paper. Assign a color to each part of speech. For example, blue for subjects, I, you, the dog. Red for be verbs, am, is, are, was, were. And green for the rest of the sentence. Happy, at the park, my friend. Start with a simple pile of blocks and ask the kids to build sentences. They physically have to pick a blue block, then a red block, then a green one. They'll quickly see that I, blue, needs am, red, and they, blue, needs are, red. It's a visual and tactile way to understand sentence structure. You can make it more challenging by giving them mixed-up blocks and having them arrange them correctly. They'll learn that happy she is sounds wrong, but she is happy clicks into place perfectly. This is grammar they can literally build with their own hands. How about we introduce some storytelling with past and present pictures? This activity is fantastic for mastering was and were alongside is and are. Find or draw pairs of pictures that show a before and now scenario. For example, one picture could show a small puppy, and the other shows a big dog. You'd guide the kids to form sentences like, it was a puppy. Now it is a big dog. Another example, a picture of a caterpillar and a picture of a butterfly. It was a caterpillar. Now it is a butterfly. Or a picture of kids playing outside in the sun, and another of them inside because it's raining. They were outside. Now they are inside. This visual comparison makes the concept of past and present tense crystal clear. It's storytelling at its simplest and most effective, linking the change in the verb to a visible change in the picture. Our final activity is roll a sentence. All you need is a pair of dice and a chart. Create a chart with 6 numbered options for each part of a sentence. For the first die, the list could be subjects. 1. I. 2. You. 3. The cat. 4. My friends. 5. He. 6. The books. For the second die, the list could be predicates. 1. Happy. 2. At school. 3. Funny. 4. On the shelf. 5. Tired. 6. Hungry. The child rolls the 2 dice. Let's say they roll a 4 and a 1. They look at the chart, my friends, and a happy. Now their job is to connect them with the correct be verb. My friends are happy. What if they roll a 3 and a 6? The cat and hungry. The cat is hungry. You can create a second chart with past tense predicates like at the park yesterday or sleepy last night into practice wasn't were. This game adds an element of chance and excitement, and kids love it because they get to create silly sentences sometimes. It's repetitive practice disguised as a fun game. So there you have it. 6 fun, engaging, and movement-based activities to help your young learners master the verb be. From chants and dances to scavenger hunts and building blocks, these methods turn an abstract grammar rule into a playful and memorable experience. Remember, the key is to make learning active, not passive. When kids are playing, moving, and creating, they're not just memorizing rules, they're internalizing language. They're building a strong, intuitive foundation that will serve them for years to come. The verb be doesn't have to be a beast. It can be a bonanza of fun. Give these a try and watch your students' confidence and skills soar. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found these ideas helpful and inspiring for your classroom or home. If you enjoyed this video and want more creative teaching tips, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. What are some of your favorite ways to teach grammar? Share them in the comments below. I'd love to learn from this amazing community. Until next time, happy teaching.